Hi, and welcome to Social Media School. Have you ever needed to record an interview and didn't know where to begin? Today we'll show you some simple techniques to make sure your interviews are the best they can be. That's on today's topic, interviews for audio and video. For most indoor situations, you'll need additional light to get the best from your camera. Otherwise, you may get a rather dark, dreary look for that prized interview you've been wanting to shoot with your VIP. Video lights may either be fluorescent, incandescent, or LED. Here, we're generally talking about a set of lights that are not mounted on the camera, but are detached on stands, focused on the subject. Fluorescents like these KinoFlows offer even, pleasant lighting with little or no heat. However, they must be placed relatively close to the subject, and they can be quite bulky and expensive. You won't be able to light large groups with them. Incandescent lighting systems, like these LOLs, have been around for years, and many professional videographers rely on them. While they are fairly inexpensive, they get quite hot and do require great care when using them. Plus, they'll need cool-down time after the shoot. LED systems are still relatively new. They do tend to be more expensive than incandescent systems, but they don't create much heat. Some even allow you to change color temperature. Once you start adding additional lights, it becomes even more important that you white balance your camera to that specific lighting condition. Lastly, beware of distracting backgrounds when you choose a shoot location. When selecting an indoor interview location, listen for noises, the hum of air conditioners, doors opening and closing, anything that can distract the listener. You can improve the situation by turning off TV monitors, turning off air conditioning, and silencing cell phones prior to starting. Even with all of these sounds perfectly silenced, every room has some sound, called room tone. Make sure to record 30 seconds or so with mics plugged in but nobody talking to capture this room tone you'll need in editing. Outdoors is often your best choice for interviews, if you can find a quiet location. Look for an area out of the wind, away from traffic or heavy machinery. Using a lavalier mic can help you pick up someone's voice in noisy environments. Always use a windscreen, as these mics are very sensitive. It's important to use your headphones to monitor your audio. Outdoor interviews are great because they show people in close contact with nature. You seldom need extra lights outdoors, and the lighting quality outside is often better than indoors. For instance, bright, overcast conditions give a good, even light and fill in shadows. On sunny days, moving an interview into the shade makes a more pleasing shot. Using a fabric shade of some type can also help light your subject more evenly. Shoot outdoor interviews either early or late to take advantage of golden light. Just try not to make your subjects squint directly into the sun. Let's look at another aspect of our bad example, the interview itself. First, just the word interview can cause anxiety in many people, making them think of a 60-minute style grilling.
Why have you stopped mowing the grass at the refuge? Why? Isn't it your responsibility to maintain public property that's owned by the taxpayer?
Not mowing the grass is really better for wildlife.
Come on. So you're placing animals ahead of the taxpayer. You don't care about your responsibility to the good citizens of the United States?
Taking care of wildlife is our job.
Instead, say you'd like to talk with them on camera. It's up to you to find out how to get the best out of your interviewee. Often talking with them before the interview and establishing some common ground will help ease them into answering questions on camera. Coordinating proper TV attire before the shoot is always a good idea. However, sometimes your interviewees won't be dressed appropriately.
Oh, dude. Whew, long night. Is this where the interview is? Where I come get mic'd up?
It's good to keep a few uniform shirts, hats, and jacket on hand in case you want a subject in uniform. In addition, if your subject will be doing outdoor shots, having binoculars and a field guide for them to handle is often helpful. A backpack or walking stick may also be a good prop if your subject will be doing some walking outdoors. By following these simple guidelines, you too can record interviews that are effective and professional. That's it for this installment of Social Media School. Make sure to check out our other tutorials. Thanks for watching.